Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Revert Reaction, and today I'm finally bringing you the video. And he already fell. Stupid Vegeta. I am bringing you the video on who I think the Crit King after Set 3 is. So as of right now, we have our leaders, who is Vegeta, Mass Saiyan, and Mira, of course. We're going to talk about their unawakened side, their awakened side, any extra skills they have, how they do in games, what their strong decks are, what their weak decks are, and at the end of the video, we're going to decide who I think, in my own personal opinion, the Crit King of Set 3 is. So, with that, let's get my multiple deck boxes out of the way and start with the original legend, Vegeta. And I'm sorry if this seems a little shiny. It's just the way the light's reflecting off of it. So the unawakened side and the awakened side are pretty similar, but he got an Areta right before Set 3, which doesn't change him too much, but it does change him a little bit. His unawakened side is once per turn, choose a card from your life, put it in your hand, and this card gets critical. That's pretty much it. Really good card for self-awakening. You don't need any awakening tools. You are going to awaken by turn 4 if you want to. His awaken ability is when you're at 4 less life, draw 2 cards, flip this card over. So the errata that happened is people would take the 5th life, so they were down to 4, awaken him, and they used to stay critical. The errata now is when you awaken him, he loses the critical. You have to take another life to give him critical, which is kind of dumb, but whatever. It just kind of slowed the card down a little bit. And then his awakened side is, again, once per turn, choose a card from your life, take it to your one card from your life, add it to your hand. This card gets critical. Also, if you have 7 or more blue energy, this card gets 10,000 power for the duration of the turn, which almost never happens. This is an aggro leader deck. And then auto, when this card attacks, draw a card. So his deck strong points are, let me turn these around. Didn't realize you had such a decent angle on it right there. His strong point is red-blue with things like Kabas, or not even Kabas. You can keep Kabas in there, but his strong points like encouraging presence Panakas, which on turn 1 with 1 blue energy, you're giving him double strike crit. Furthering destruction Champas, 1 energy, double strike crit. He's very punishing and very fast with making you lose life without giving you card hand advantage. So that's his strong point. His weak point is if you have negates, or you just hit hard also, like if it's aggro v aggro. Vegeta struggles because once he's down to pretty much at past awakening, he really doesn't want to do it, but once you get down to like 3 or 2 life, you're not doing his crit ability because, well, he's almost dead. And then when you're at 1 life, you don't get his ability. You get the draw when you attack as awakened. That's it. Like I said, his strong decks are pretty much anything with Champa, or anything that gives him double strike. And then, red blue's what I played him with Kabas and whatnot. Just a lot of stuff with a lot of crit. Crit decks are really good with him because then you play something else and then you don't have to use his ability. You just use his ability to awaken, and then you play a crit card, and then you just continuously give that double strike. So it's a very punishing deck, but again, you're either going to win really fast or you're going to lose very fast. And it's kind of dependent on what you play, which makes this kind of a weaker card now in Set 3 because there's so many things that can stop him. There's so many things that between Overwhelm cards that make you discard a card. I don't know what this is, by the way. I found it at Kohl's and I took it so I could fiddle with it. So that's what I've been doing. Just so you know. And yeah, there's just so many things to counter him now. He's still a decent leader, but I don't think I would put him as Crit King of Set 3. So set him to the side. Up next, we have Mira, who is a new set 3 leader who I'm actually very excited for, and a lot of people have been very excited for. His unawakened side is when this card attacks, place the top 2 cards of your deck in the drop area. If there is a green or a yellow card in your battle area and or drop area, draw 1 card. So that means after turn 1, if you just use a green card to combo, you'll be drawing every time you attack with this leader, which is amazing. And then it's constantly giving you overwhelm fuel by going 2 cards each time you attack. So you'll draw a card, and then you'll put 2 cards into the overwhelm or into the drop area to overwhelm. Excuse me. I'm gonna have a drink of water really quick. I'm terrible at this, I know. Delicious. Okay. So it's constant overwhelm fuel. So like what you'd want to do is run like a black-green or a black-yellow deck. Most likely black-green because it has like the veggie package and the cell package. A lot of people are running this with the cell package in it because it's an Android. I don't know why. I keep hearing it's because it's an Android. I don't know why that has any difference on it, but regardless, his Awaken ability is when your life is at 4 or less, you may choose 1 card from your warp and add it to your hand, then flip this card over. His Awakened ability is so-so. It's a good idea, but it's just very, very weak. So with his ability to be able to draw, that's fine. But, like, you're just pulling 1 card out of your warp. There's SRs that do that. Like, that's your leader awakening ability. If it were to be stand 2 energy up, it'd be broken. But his permanent side on his awakened is really disgusting. If your warp has 5 or more cards in it, this card gains critical. That's permanent critical. So Vegeta, you had to take a life to get critical each time. Nope. Pretty much after turn 2, if you awaken with this, you have critical. So I don't remember if Encouraging Presence Manaka needs your leader to be blue or not. But if not, Encouraging Presence Manakas, Furthering Destruction Champas, 4 of each. 4 of each. Just automatic. And then also, once per turn, place the top 2 cards from your deck to the drop area. Again, just overwhelm fuel. And then when this card attacks, draw 1 card. So this card's really good for just constantly giving you cards and giving you things in your hand. The Awakened side critical is amazing. Do not like the Awakening ability. But, like, right now I have a deck built that this could play on. And once I awakened would be devastating. But I don't feel like I feel like he comes close as a close second. Maybe if the nice deck was built, he would be first. But I have to give the Crit King of Set 3 to Mass Saiyan, and I will explain why. Like I said, maybe if you build a certain deck with Mary, he will be Crit King. But Mass Saiyan is so damn powerful for 2 reasons. One, he does not need to awaken to win. So his ability is once per turn, place the top 3 cards of your deck in the drop area. If you do, or if you place a black card in the drop area, this card gets critical. If you place any other color in the drop area, this gets 5k power for the duration of the turn. So you don't even need to be awakened. If you drop 3 cards and you get a black, green, and a green, or a black, green, and a black, you're a 15k crit. That's it. You don't need to awaken. That presses awakened leaders. And then when you awaken, draw 2 cards and flip it over, so you're getting cards in your hand. And then same ability on this side. So you can become a 20k crit. The problem with his decks is you have to play it smart or you'll deck out. But the good thing is with his ability is you almost don't have to ever put battle cards out as like to make a force. You're constantly overwhelming things. So the only cards you'd ever need to put out is like a blocker or like a Kale. But other than that, you are overwhelming stuff. So you overwhelm it, play the abilities effect, attack, and then whoop, it's off the field. And it goes into your warp. And I don't know, these two are super close, but his ability to win without awakening and his poor awakening skill, I don't know. I just have to give it to Mass Saiyan. But Mira, I'm expecting to see great things for Mira. And I may even, because right now my Mass Saiyan deck is black-green, I may throw the Mirror Leader on it just to see how it does. It's probably going to do really well, actually, now that I think about it. Just because if they awaken me, it's constant crit. I don't have to mill cards. So I actually may look into that. But for now, until I change my mind in probably a week or so, I give Masked Saiyan Crit King of Set 3 until we get another leader who's probably going to be more and more broken. I do hate to see that Vegeta has fallen so low from being the only crit leader to now being last in place, but the problem is he just kills himself. If you go against anybody who has any sort of negates or anything like that, you're going to lose. So, but that's about it, guys. This video is coming out Monday, as you can see. And then deck list for, well, technically, deck list. These leaders are going to be interchangeable, pretty much, for my deck list. But deck list for these two coming out Wednesday. And then let me know what you guys want in the comments if you want to see me play on Octagon or whatnot. And for the Friday video. And I want to apologize real quick for being gone for so long. Baseball season started. I was actually supposed to umpire a baseball game tonight, but it got canceled because Indiana wants to snow in the middle of April. So, cool beans for that. But I'm definitely back, and I'm going to try to record all my videos in bulk so I don't run into the problem I just ran into where I didn't have any time. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments. What do you think? Who do you think the Set 3 Crit King is? And I'll catch you next time. Peace.